From the vast Australian landscapes of Anna Creek Station to China's vibrant Mudanjiang City mega farm in China, here are some of the most profitable farms in the world. Now, Anna Creek Station isn't your ordinary farm. This cattle station is an absolute beast. I'm talking 24,000 square kilometers of land here. Let that sink in for a moment. To put it into perspective, it's larger than the entire country of Israel, which falls short of about 3,000 square kilometers. Now, let's travel back in time a bit. The original Anna Creek Station was situated at Strangway Springs, but then owners decided to pack up and relocate in 1872. John Hogarth initially started this venture in 1893. Then his brother Thomas took over in 1913. Fast forward to 1935, and an adventurous soul named Sidney Kidman came in and snatched up the farm. This guy has quite the story. He ran away from home at the age of 13, worked as a drover, and hustled until he had enough money to call the shots himself. So Anna Creek Station became his pride and joy. The Kidmans continued to control the business for a good 100 years. But in 2016, the family decided to sell it to Williams Cattle Company. They're the ones in charge now. Sure, this place is massive, but only a handful of staff members call it home. 8 to be exact. Yes, you've heard that right. Oh, and did I mention the big bucks? This cattle station is a cash cow, literally. The land alone is valued at a mind-blowing $300 million, and the revenue it brings in annually, that's over $10 million. Moving on from the vast landscapes of Anna Creek Station, let's shift focus to China, where dairy farming is a key player in the economy. Modern Dairy Holdings Farm is playing in the big leagues. We're talking about the largest raw milk producer in China. Spanning an impressive area of close to 1,100 acres, this farm is truly a beauty. It boasts not 1, not 2, but a whopping 8 lactating cow barns, each capable of holding a staggering 2,880 milking cows. That's some serious business right there. And let's not forget the other barns and sheds, dedicated to housing the calves and pregnant cows, coming in at a grand total of 38,000 bovines roaming the premises. To ensure these animals stay happy and healthy, the farm receives freshly harvested alfalfa, which is then carefully processed into nutritious feed for these majestic creatures. I mean, the team at this farm definitely knows the importance of creating a comfortable environment for them. That's why the cows are raised in different sheds, separated by age, with their breeders attentively observing their feed and living habits. Now, the best thing is that their dedication to providing the utmost care pays off, not just for the cows, but for the company as well. With their remarkable operations, China Modern Dairy Holdings Limited has achieved remarkable success over the years. For instance, they made a whopping $18 million in revenue just last year. This is no small feat. Sure, this farm is remarkable to say the least, but let's not forget Clifton Hills in Australia. This place is just another titan in the Australian agricultural industry. In fact, it's the second largest cattle station on Earth. Nestled in the beautiful surroundings of South Australia, Clifton Hills spans an astonishing area of 4,200,000 acres. Yep, you heard that right. Hey, but don't just take my word for it, here are the facts. It's a whopping 4,000 square kilometers larger than the Greater Sydney region. Now that's what I call vastness at its finest. But wait, there's more. The owner of this farm is Mr. Oldfield, who's a prominent racehorse trainer. He not only owns properties in the Northern Territory and South Australia, but also happens to be the proud owner of the Outback Trucking Company, Tanami Transport. So, let's talk business. The owners have been thinking of selling the business, and the agents handling the deal have revealed some interesting estimates. Apparently, a single cow here could fetch at least $1,600. This figure is based on the present population of over 18,000 cows. And mind you, the cattle plus the plant will have their own price tags. It's definitely an exciting opportunity, right? I mean, one of the agents said so himself, that it's a great chance for the investors to acquire a substantial herd without the hassle and cost of freight. Moving on from Clifton Hills, let's talk about another incredible Australian farm, which is the Marion Downs Station. Situated in the heart of Queensland, this massive farm spans an impressive total area of 3,070,000 acres. It's cattle heaven if there's ever been one, accommodating up to 15,000 of these majestic creatures. But what's even more impressive is how smoothly things work on this farm. Wouldn't you believe it? As a team of just 15 employees keep things running smooth. What's more, This extraordinary farm finds its home under the ownership of the esteemed North Australian Pastoral Company. With its strategic location, the farm enjoys ample water supply from the Georgina, Burke, Hamilton, and Mulligan River. Well, the rich history of the farm dates back to its establishment in 1877. After a brief ownership by Mr. F. Scarr, the property was purchased by Mr. Andrew Tobin, who sealed the deal with only $7,000 in cash. Fast forward to 1934, the North Australian Pastoral Company enters the picture, rescuing the farm from the aftermath of World War I. Now, the station manager, Robert Jansen, has been skillfully handling the operation since 2007. Now, I'm not sure of the exact estimates, but a safe bet would be that this land is worth millions. It's no surprise, really, given the exceptional care and the management provided to this massive farm. Plus, the company has been generating a massive revenue each year. Now, that's a recipe for success. Sure, Marion Downs Station is impressive, but did you know that Davenport Downs is actually the largest farm in Queensland? In fact, it's the largest cattle station in the state. It's actually made up of two original properties: Davenport Downs, which was acquired in 2009, and Springvale, which was purchased in 2011. Together, these properties create a massive 1.5 million hectare land that can support an impressive herd of over 29,000. Now, the rich history of this place dates back to the late 1860s when John Costello took the initial lease of the station. Following in his footsteps was pastoralist James Rutherford, who assumed the lease after Costello. Unfortunately, Rutherford passed away in 1911. This led to the sale of the lease in 1913 to Thomas Purcell. At that time, the land was just 8,000 square kilometers, and there were 20,000 cattle on the land, as well as 340 horses and 68 camels. But in 1935, Thomas decided to part ways with the farm, selling it to a neighboring station. And from that point onwards, the esteemed Cooper and Trenary Group has been handling the operations. Similar to the other amazing Australian farms I've mentioned, Davenport Downs isn't just a picturesque landscape. It's a profitable enterprise that injects millions into the company year after year. Now, this true combination of efficient operations, vast grazing lands, and skilled management, making it a true economic powerhouse. Clearly, Australia's home to some of the most impressive farms in the world. But in recent years, China has taken over, with Mudanjiang City Mega Farm being the largest in the entire world. Now, this farm houses over 100,000 dairy cows strutting across the property, which is a whopping 22.5 million acres in area. Guys, I'm not kidding here. I mean, talk about a dairy extravaganza. This farm churns out a staggering 800 million liters of milk each year. I mean, that's enough to fill your cereal bowl for a lifetime. But that's not even the most exciting part. This place is actually bigger than you can imagine. To put it into perspective, it's actually larger than the entire country of Portugal. And if that's not enough, the farm is literally bigger than 11 US states combined. Now, that's true dairy domination. What's even more amazing is the fact that this remarkable farm is a newcomer to the dairy scene. Yep, it was founded back in 2015 with the goal of supplying quality dairy products to Russia. Located in the northeastern region of China, specifically Heilongjiang Province, it sits right on the border with its Russian neighbors. Let's not forget the fact that the province is known for its fertile soil and prime agricultural conditions, making it a true powerhouse in China's agricultural landscape. Now, if you're wondering about the economic impact, brace yourself, because the results are mind-blowing. Reportedly, the farm has been earning over 13 billion Chinese yen every year, making it a true economic powerhouse. So, there you have it. From China's vibrant Mudanjiang City mega farm to the vast Australian landscape of Anna Creek Station, these were some of the most profitable farms in the world.